Hey, I'm Dave, and he's Angus.
Yeah, I'm Angus, and he's Dave, and this is
The Dave and Angus Show. We're part of SkatCast.
Yeah, this is the Script Keepers Audio Theater.
Yep, and this is our first show that we've had together in 2 years.
Yeah, but we've been doing this shit together since 2009, something like that.
Yeah, we started on the radio, Zach's first radio show.
Yep, then we moved to the Nightlife Network for fucking ever.
Yeah, and we're still under the Nightlife Network, actually.
I thought we worked for Scat.
Right, Scat is owned by the Nightlife Network.
All I know is that Scat is on my paycheck, and that makes me happy.
Right, so this is our first episode.
Oh, goody, we get to introduce ourselves for a fucking 900th time.
It's not like these people know who we are.
Right, we're the voices in Zach's head.
Two of many.
Yeah, we were just able to break away and do our own thing, so fuck you, Zach.
Right, well, let's talk about what we're going to talk about on the show.
Yeah, we'll pre-talk about the talk that's coming.
Right.
Promise me we'll have a post-talk, Dave.
Shut up, Angus. All right, the first topic I wanted to talk about is, like, what the hell have you been doing for the last 2 years?
Everything and nothing. And bitching about stuff? I don't know. I've been doing stuff. I had some sex.
Yeah, judging by all the sex trophies you have running around your fucking yard all the time, I would imagine you've had plenty of sex.
Do not disparage my crotch goblin.
I'm Uncle Dave. I love your kids. Well, most of your kids.
Yeah, that's right. That's how I feel.
Right. Well, after we get done talking about that shit, we'll talk about a movie that we went and saw.
It was pretty good, man.
Yeah, and from there, we're going to talk about, actually, I don't know why we're doing this for our first episode, but we're going to talk about one of your kids.
Right. I'm Angus Blackburn Jr. My father's the senior. I have a son named the third, and he goes by MC-AB3 now.
Right. You've been having some discipline problems?
Yeah, I wish I wouldn't have named him after me, that's for sure.
Come on.
It's my wife's fault. I was going to name him Hulk Hogan Blackburn, but that fucking didn't happen.
His first name would have been Hulk?
Yeah, his nickname was going to be Little Hulkster.
So his nickname was going to be longer than his actual name?
Yeah.
Good stuff. I'm sure everyone's excited to hear your take on parenting.
Well, the issue is, and I think the listeners will sympathize with my wife and I's side, MC-AB3 has made himself what he calls a mixtape.
Yeah, and he made all the music himself, and he recorded it himself.
Well, he wasn't exclusively alone. He actually recruited the help of the cat lady down the street, where I guess they recorded in my fucking house somewhere. I think in his closet in his room, which I'm super excited about. So's his mother.
Yeah, Bojo's really pumped about that.
Yeah, my wife Bojo does not take anything lightly about the world in any way.
Yeah, I was kind of impressed how well the cat lady did. Sang pretty good there.
Right, so what you're going to find out if you listen to the show more than this one episode is we will always end with music. It's usually me and this jackass singing our beautiful music.
Right, but this week we're going to play a song that your son wrote that I think is actually pretty funny.
It's the only one that's not about his mother and I, that's not just scathing about us. So, and it's not like we're shitty parents. For crying out loud, we're doing our best. We don't hit our kids. We don't fucking, make fun of them and shit, except for on podcasts.
Which might be the problem.
I haven't been on a podcast for a while now.
Right, but we'll also play a couple snippets of the music that's kind of creating the problem.
Well, the name of the mixtape is Fuck You, Mom and Dad. So, we'll go with that. But we'll start with something smaller, shall we?
Yeah, let's kick it off right now. Let's talk about what you've been doing the last 2 years. How you been?
You live in my fucking backyard in my tool shed, Dave. We were quarantined together, basically.
Let's not start another podcast off where I live in your tool shed. I live in a tiny house in your backyard, yes, but I bought it from you, and that property is mine, so it's not really your backyard.
It sounds better when I say it like that, Dave. Just trust me.
You make it sound like I live in a hovel.
It used to be a tool shed where I used to piss all the time,
Well, now it's clean and quite comfortable.
Whatever. So what have I been doing? Besides the sexy time with the wife.
Right, besides that.
Well, I had to homeschool some of these little shitlords.
Right, how'd that go?
Not my favorite thing that I've done.
You don't say.
And I don't think it was the kids' favorite thing that we've ever done together either.
Yeah, I wouldn't trust you to teach a dog how to fucking sit.
Well, I appreciate that, Dave. Instead, I had to teach my chitrons how to do the mathematicals and the literatures.
Okay, I'm sure that went really good.
Yeah, one of the teachers is telling me this year, now that they're back in school, he's like, well, we got to hold RC back.
How old is he now?
I don't know how old he is, but he's like my second oldest.
And he's a freshman in high school.
Well, I don't know. They're trying to say maybe send him back. I don't know.
I can only imagine the bullshit that you taught that poor kid.
I'll freely admit that I probably didn't do great with the mathematicals. I don't think so.
That's a huge shock.
But I think I hooked him up with the historical knowledge that I have.
Angus, you're a conspiracy theorist.
I don't like that term. I have 2 YouTube PhDs, yes.
Yeah, from David Icke University and Alex Jones College for the Nincompoops.
Those are both honorary degrees, Dave. Come on.
Okay.
But my mission was to teach the boy to learn, and the couple of the girls. Really, I taught a lot of the kids, but I just did it all together. I had the high school kid with the littles.
Already a winning plan.
There was a lot of bullying and distraction in the classroom, that's for sure.
Yeah, probably mainly by you.
That's purely conjecture, and I know my rights. But anywho, my whole point was I was going to teach these kids not really all the neat stuff about learning.
The stupid
like
shit.
The knowledge part. But I wanted them to enjoyed the idea of learning so that they would go out and learn shit so they didn't bug me about it every day so I could live my fucking life during the pandemic.
I think they call that unschooling.
That's right. I unschooled the fuck out of them because I couldn't. I mean, they smell bad, man. They're kids. They smell like gross things.
Okay.
It's like, I'm not hanging out with that. That's harshing my buzz.
Yikes, you're a pillar of your community, that's for sure.
I do got to say that to the listeners here, Dave actually homeschooled. He helped. He helped my kids. He did a lot of the tutoring.
Yes.
And we appreciate the tutorness of your tutory.
Whatever you're saying, I don't even know, but yeah, I love your kids. I'm just sad that they think the earth is both flat and hollow, and that they think that 9/11 was committed by a conspiracy perpetrated by the Shriners.
I'm sad you can't get your sheeple eyes open to see past the bullshit that they're feeding you, bro.
I don't know who they are, but I definitely see there's lots of bullshit being fed my way, but I don't think it's the Illuminati or whatever the fuck you think.
That's because you're not skeptical enough, my friend.
I'm the one that's not skeptical. Okay, I get it.
You're the one that's like, oh, there should be evidence for that. Ooh, show me some proof. Like, what the fuck, dude? Why can't you just go with your gut like a fucking man?
Because I think that's what stupid people do, whether they're male or female.
Whatever, dude. I don't. What did you do in the last 2 years? Not that I don't know, because I saw you every fucking day of my goddamn fucking life during the fucking pandemic, bro. Because you live in my fucking tool shed.
I live in a tiny house on my own property that is adjacent to your home, which used to be a tool shed that apparently you pissed in.
I started just pissing on the outside and the back, but then I was like cold one winter, and I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna piss inside. And I just pissed in it so much, bro.
That's good to know.
Yeah, you know where your bed is?
Yeah, let me guess, you pissed right there.
Dude, I took a shit there one time.
Yikes.
I made Angus Blackburn III clean it up, told him the dog did it.
God damn it, dude. What's wrong with your brain?
What do you mean? That's the perfect crime.
Yeah, whatever. All right, well, what I've been doing is Zach and I have been talking about producing the show again.
Yeah, right. The script keeper from the Time Suck and all that, with that wonderful world of bad magic. Like, we produce podcasts together for fucking ever.
I wouldn't say that you fucking produce anything.
I show up.
No, you do not show up ever. Not for a production meeting one time if you showed up.
I'm the talent, man. You know, you just turn me on, and then I turn the people on, man. That's my job. I give people boners by speaking into their ear holes.
God damn it. Well, okay, then what am I? I'm just your sidekick.
I mean, I didn't want to say that to you.
You know, it is the Dave and Angus show.
You know that's a sore spot for me. I don't know why you'd want to rub my nose in it.
You try and rub everyone else's nose in everything.
I reject that reality,
and you're late to everything that you're supposed to be there for that aren't production meetings.
An Angus arrives precisely when an Angus means to arrive. Always. Yeah. That's always
that is ridiculous, and you're ridiculous, and the listeners are gonna get to know that real quick.
No, man, I'm the guy. I'm the guy. I'm the reason that you have the nice things that you have.
You're the reason I have a 1988 rusty step-side Chevrolet truck.
Shit's a fucking classic, baby.
Right. And I bought that from you, so I mean...
Hey, you know the bed of your truck that used to be mine?
Yeah. Let me guess, you pissed and or shit in it.
Yeah, but I also probably conceived one of my children back there too, but before I pissed and shit in it.
Right. Well, why don't we move on to let's talk about the movie that you and I went and saw.
Excellent segue, Dave.
I do what I can. But the movie we went and saw was we're a little late to the party, but Ghostbusters Afterlife.
That's right. And the thing that I noticed the most about this movie,
okay,
I hadn't been to a movie for 100 years because we all fucking were thrown into our homes over the last several little bits and not allowed to see each other.
Right.
Plus, I think it's been a few years since I went to the movies before that.
Okay.
All right, but here's what I noticed. The main thing, I mean, the movie, we'll talk about it, but the main thing I noticed here is they do not give a shit how much they charge you for things and stuff that you want to shove in your mouth while you're watching a movie. They do not care at all.
Well, I think everybody knows that. They charge an arm and a leg for popcorn and pop.
Dude, okay, it's one thing. It's like $10 to buy a pound of ground beef nowadays or some shit.
Right, no shit.
You notice that, for sure.
Yes.
We noticed that.
Yes.
I got a bunch of children. But when you buy a small pop and a small popcorn,
right,
and then they just laugh at you as I'm crying, like, I gotta sell one of these chitlins.
Well, to be fair, we didn't take your kids with us.
Yeah, that's true, but if I did take my kids, imagine how much that would cost me.
It would be a lot, but hey, you know, we bought smalls. We bought a small drink, but that was a pretty big fucking small.
Yeah, but that girl who put the soda in there, she put a shit ton of ice in my soda.
Yeah, it was gone before the previews were over.
Yeah. I swear to God, she locked eyes with me, and she was like, you're not going to enjoy this for very long.
Right. Well, just sneak in your own candy like an adult, I guess.
Nobody gives a shit anymore, man. No one cares. Just do what you want to do now.
All right. Well, now let's talk about the movie.
I'm all about it.
All right. So Ghostbusters Afterlife. If you're a fan of Ghostbusters.
Which I'd say we both are on some level.
Right. I love those movies, but, you know, they're not my favorite movies of all time, but I've seen them dozens of times probably.
Well, I'm not that freaky about it, but yeah.
Right. Well, this one stars Paul Rudd.
People Magazine's 2021 Sexiest Man of the Year, or alive, or some shit.
Right. But really the main characters are these kids.
Right. And we don't want to spoil any of this stuff, but you probably should have seen it already because it's, you know, in the theater for probably like, it's probably out of theater now.
There's still plenty of people there, though.
Yeah, but I got to say, this coronavirus has made things so weird.
Yeah.
You go into the building where the theater is, man, okay? It's already the mall.
Right.
And so you're walking through the mall, everybody's got their masks on. That's fine. Whatever. I don't give a shit. I'm not anti-masky. Okay. But I go into the theater, I give the guy a ticket, masked. I walk through the fucking lobby, no one's in there. Okay. There are 2 employees there, and so those are humans. I don't see them as not humans. I don't want to be misconstrued here.
Right, but we get it.
But then, they're way away, so I could just walk by them if I have a ticket, walk into the theater, and then motherfucking sit down where there's a bunch of people,
right.
None of them wearing their masks because they're told you don't have to wear your mask in here.
You're sitting.
And I don't understand. I mean, am I missing the science on this science?
Well, I'm 100% sure you would miss the science of every science.
Oh,
but our response to the pandemic as a country and as a planet, I mean, we basically threw all our cards in and said, yeah, the government will protect us from a pandemic, from a fucking virus.
Right.
And that's putting a lot of faith in a goddamn government, which is just a bunch of people that don't know much more than you.
Well, yeah, nobody knows more than me, so there's that.
Yeah, and I don't want to be misconstrued either. Like, don't think that I'm not for science. There's no other way to understand the world than science. Science is how you do it. The scientific method is one of the greatest things that human beings have ever had.
That and churros.
Right, and also churros. But people forget that science is not an ought.
Okay.
It's an is.
It's a water?
And the difference shut up. The difference is that science doesn't tell you what you ought to do. It tells you what there is about something.
I still don't get it.
Science tells you for sure that if you use this chemical and put them together, it makes an explosion. But it doesn't tell you whether you should do that or not.
Okay.
Yeah, science isn't really a moral thing. It's just like, here's what is. Now, you guys figure out what your priorities are and your morals are, the pros and cons and the costs and benefits.
And how will this get me reelected?
Well, also that.
And how can I spin this to get more fucking clicks on my bullshit?
And that too, yes.
And this is how we lure you down to get your chips in so we can take their adrenochrome and have some frazzle drip.
No, except for that part, totally disagree
I know,
with.
Dave and I have this, we don't see eye to eye on the Illuminati New World Order.
Right, so Ghostbusters Afterlife. It takes place 32 years after the Ghostbusters 2 movie.
Man, I love that movie, man. Yeah. That was 88, 89?
88, 89. I think it was 89, yeah.
I think the first one was even older.
Well, that is how time works.
Isn't that right? What?
What are you talking
What's so
about,
funny,
you idiot?
What?
That's how time works. Yeah, it was 1984.
Oh, okay. Yeah, was it? I knew it was early.
You should know that. Why would they make a sequel before the goddamn first one?
Fucking Star Wars, man. How about Star Wars? The fourth one came out when we were children, and the first one came out when we were fucking high school.
Those are prequels, and you don't make a prequel to a movie that you haven't made yet.
I'm confused, and so are you. Admit it.
I'm confused that you made it this far in life without dying by your own hand by some stupid thing that you've done. That's all I can say about that. But what did you think about Ghostbusters Afterlife?
Well, it's kind of a slow burn, but I mean, it was paying tribute to the fans, and they did that. I think they did that without giving away the spoilers.
Right.
I think they crushed that.
Yeah, I teared up a couple times for sure.
Yeah, it was special. All the acting was good, I thought.
Yeah, the 3 kids. I think it was 3 kids. The 3 kids were great.
Yeah, Paul Rudd was good.
Carrie Coon was really good.
Can't say that much more.
No, I think they know everything about it. Everything that you can say about it without giving away the whole damn movie is basically fan service is great.
Right, and there's no reason for anybody to see this as a politicized movie or some sort of social fucking thing. It's just like, here's this movie.
Yeah, this seems like a sequel to Ghostbusters. Well, I think the one that was made previously in the last few years was more of a reboot, I think.
I gotta be honest with people, man. I thought it was funny.
Right.
I mean, I see all movies as Illuminati like brainwashing tools, but it was pretty funny.
All right. Well, I think we've got enough here. Would you recommend it? Would you recommend Ghostbusters Afterlife?
Yeah, only if you've seen the movies from the 80s, I think.
Okay.
Because, I mean, I think the one in 2017, whatever it was.
2016, I think.
Right, if you like that one, I mean, I think you probably want to see a sequel to that.
Right.
But this one's just like way fan. But, actually the kids are really good in it, and it makes for like a news story. And it doesn't really make it so you have to.
Right. Well, would you see it again?
Yeah, I would probably watch it again, for sure.
Yeah. I would watch all of the movies. They're all great, I think.
If you like all of them, I mean, if you like the other 3 and you have no problem with any of the 3, this is a great little cap at the end of the franchise.
Right. All right. So now let's talk about our last subject of the day.
Yeah, my oldest boy. I guess I misspoke earlier, and I said RC was my second oldest.
Right.
I have a girl,
Jezebel,
and she is the oldest, but she don't live at home no more, so she doesn't almost count anymore. Does that make me a bad parent?
That's one of many, many things that have made you a bad parent over the years.
Well, cool. I will offer my advice some other time, but right now I'm just going to share some, family laundry.
Right.
Dirty ass laundry.
Right, but there's some backstory to this. So
goddamn.
We're actually going to have Angus Blackburn III on MCAB3, as he likes to be called.
Right, I'm letting him stay up past his bedtime so he can come talk to me about what's going on here.
He's going to talk to all of us. We're going to all listen and figure it out together.
Right, but first of all, okay, 15 years old, I think, or 14, something like that.
He's 13.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit, RC's older than him.
Right.
Damn it. I don't know my kids' ages.
Yep, you're a terrible parent, but you should tell the listener what RC stands for.
Roger Clemens Blackburn, baby.
Yeah, he named him after Roger
He
Clemens.
does not like being named Roger.
Yeah.
The kids of today are not named Roger. They're named Aiden and Baden and Straden and Daden.
Right.
And they are definitely not named Roger.
That's true. He wasn't able to take his middle name, though, either. Clemens would be pretty tough.
Yeah, hey, Clemens. But I knew they'd call him RC.
Right, but he's not the kid that's coming in.
No, that's the kid I named after me because I'm stupid.
Angus, Jesus, be nice, okay? He can sit out in the waiting room.
He and I both think it's a mistake. He does not like being named Angus either. That's also similar to his brother Roger.
Yeah, I'm surprised Bojo put up with any of this, but then I just said her name.
You better hope to that God you don't believe in that she's not sitting out there with him right now, because her favorite words in the world are Bojo, right. And you just shit on him.
Bojo and I have an understanding.
Yeah, okay.
All right, let's get into the backstory here. So we've had some behavioral issues.
Right. Well, I mean, I guess it's a matter of perspective, because his teachers love him. He's pretty good at school.
All right, so that's good. Is he socially outcast, or is he being bullied, or did he bully some kids?
No, none of that shit.
All right, or his grades bad?
I mean, in comparison to his father, when he was his age, no, they're pretty good.
Okay, so the main issue is with the music.
Yes, and don't get me wrong, Dave. I appreciate the shit out of you loaning him some equipment for him to record and follow his little stupid dreams.
Right, well, it's my pleasure.
And I appreciate that there's some level of talent that's gone into this.
Yeah.
I mean, he wrote this shit.
Yeah.
It's pretty stupid as far as I'm concerned. I'm going to be honest.
Right.
Very stupid lyrically. But, very, very talented as far as syncopation,
Yes.
I think the song structure, even that could use a little bit of work. Not going to lie. I'm a professional. He's a fucking chitrin.
Okay, well, you don't need to be a dick
Right,
about it.
so I'm proud of him. You know, he's got his own little album.
He did
Hooray.
great.
That makes me very happy.
Yeah.
The little I Hate My Parents EP. Here's a little snippet of what the problem is right now.
Hold on a second. We're going to play a few of these, so set this up a little bit.
I think they'll get it real quick, Dave.
Okay, all right.
Fuck you, Dad. Dad. Fuck you, Dad.
Listen here, motherfucker. I don't eat broccoli.
Right.
I don't care if you say it's super healthy for me.
I do,
I'll
it
drop
is.
your ass to the floor. I'll spill your blood on my door.
Okay.
I'll put my foot in your ass. I'll call my grandma whore.
Yeah, he did.
I'll bust your sprinkler heads off when I'm mowing the lawn.
Broke my
I'll
sprinklers.
put your rotten teeth out. I'll get my work starved.
My teeth are not rotten.
Go ahead, Dad. Give me your words.
Now pause it right there.
Now let him hear the chorus. Just shut up.
Are the hurts. I'm gonna end it now, Dad. Bring the flow to the dome. Lights out, night, night. I'll crush your soul like a worm. I'll beat your ass.
Can I talk now?
Yeah, I want to hear the second verse, though.
No. Let me just say, I got some notes, that I've talked to the boy about.
Shouldn't we bring him in here so he can defend himself while we do all this?
We'll bring him in here after the next song that I'm going to play, and then we'll bring him in here.
Well, I want to hear the second verse of this song because I think it's funny.
I think it's funny that somebody showed him, one of his friends showed him World Star Hip Hop fight compilation videos from like 9 years ago.
I remember those.
And somehow that made it into this song in 2021. I mean, I love my kid, but, fucking here you go. Here's more. Fuck me. Yeah, I'm a piece of shit. Beat my ass.
Don't talk over it. We agreed not to talk over it.
All right.
Listen here, motherfucker. You know I'm gunning for you. I'm gonna rip off your head and fill your neck with my brew. Said I don't need a gun, a bat, or even a shoe. I've got two fists of fury named Hellhound and Duke. You tried to teach me to fight, and now I know all your moves.
He doesn't know all my moves.
I'm watching you too. I'll choke the shit out of you. MMA, bitch, UFC, right in your face. You still think wrestling is real? I'll need your head in this space.
All right. Okay.
He called you out. You think wrestling is real? I'll knee your
Shut
head
up.
into space.
You're not helping. You were part of the problem here,
No,
Dave.
shut up.
No, all right. So that's not really the song. I mean, that one's directed at me, obviously. Fuck Your Dad is the very first thing that is on this album. I think this is the first track of the album. Which my first criticism is, this isn't the strongest track on the album. I don't think you lead with this track. I think you lead with the song that we're gonna end with.
Okay.
Here in this show, because we're doing a different format, which I'm also astute in.
Yeah, okay.
But in this particular case for an album, you want to lead with your best song, and he did not do that. That was the best song as far as he's concerned. That's what a record label's going to hear, and I don't think that's the best one.
All right. Well, that's your opinion, and it's his artistic output. So What the fuck do you know?
I have written and recorded several professional albums, including a musical on ice.
We recorded most of those albums in my fucking bathroom.
But we sold the shit out of them, man, and that makes us professional.
Fair enough. Let's get on with this so we can get the kid in here. He's probably asleep.
Right. I'll wake his ass up. Don't worry about him.
Oh,
okay, here's the second song. This one is the one that brought a lot of attention from the mother bear.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, okay, well, fuck me, I get it. And but then when Mama gets involved,
Yeah.
she had like a radar. She knew that, as soon as it was played, she's like, oh, fuck that kid. Fuck that kid. He's doing some shit about me. And I don't know. Maybe she knew when he was recording it. But as soon as it was played, she knew.
She zeroed in on it.
Right, so this is a big problem in which we're going to use our very first podcast to solve.
Yeah, there's nothing like big public group family therapy.
Just like Karl Marx intended.
Don't start with that, please.
All right, so this song is called the Mom and Dad Song, I believe. I think that's what it's called.
Something
it's track 2, so it's a banger, according to this kid's brain.
That's pretty groovy.
Stop being part of the problem, Dave.
I'm just saying he's got some musical talent.
Yeah, well, right now he's living in his bedroom, and he's got nothing. He's got no electronics. There's no electricity to that bedroom as far as I'm concerned.
Okay. Sounds fair.
That's actually Bojo's thing. She's really mad about this. But here's the song. And really, it's the second verse that gets her. But we're going to play the first 2 verses. So here we go.
We'll be back.
I'm talking a little bit over this. I don't care.
You promised that you would. Please don't.
All right.
Said, hello, Dad, I hate your guts. And Mom, you can bite my nuts. I fucking hate my school and my soccer team. And at the 4-H club, the fucking horses are mean. Think it's fun to be 12 or try 13. Cause I'm a motherfucking tweener with the porno magazine. I think my dad's a drag, I think he fucked a goat. I'd like to ram my fucking lunchbox down his throat. Happy Father's Day, Dad, happy Mother's Day, Mom. I hate you so much, you have to share the song. Yeah, I stole your cash, and yeah, I smoked your stash. When I watch you as you sleep, I wear a Yoda mask. Said, broccoli, bitch, I won't eat this shit again. And yes, I can have this ice cream before bed. Yeah, hey, you did not get the hot pockets that I like best, bitch. I wish that you were dead. Hot pockets, hot pockets, hot pockets, hot pockets, hot pockets, hot pockets, hot pockets. Yeah, motherfucker. What up? Yeah.
Here comes that second verse. All right,
You said you would.
Hello, Dad. You can sniff my bag. I said, what's up, Mom? Not your tits, cause they sag. I got an F in math, a fucking F in art. The only class I did pass was language fart. You wanna ground my ass and take away my phone? I'll take away your will. Every day you're home, I'll fucking drive you mad. I'll make you lose your hair. Bitches in the playground, raise their hand. Come on. Bitches in the playground, raise your hand. Said bitches in the playground, raise your hand.
All right.
Yeah, that's enough.
That's enough. We've heard it now. I was fucking quiet through these allegations.
I know.
And through these admissions. I guess he did not have good grades.
Right.
I'm not sure if I need to fact check that because he actually does do pretty good in school. He's pretty good in
There's
school.
quite a few crimes there.
Yeah. I should have clarified. He did steal some cash, and we've talked about that. And that was a while ago. And I think he's just taking it as some street cred because he stole some like $5 when he was a little guy. There's also the smoking of the stash, which that is not a crime.
Right. You don't even smoke weed anymore,
I
do
do
you?
not smoke weed. No, there's a story for that. We'll tell that another time.
Right. He could have smoked my stash, but I don't think he would do that to
No,
me.
but I'll pose the question to him when he gets in here.
Right. I feel like he should be in here to defend himself, and
Before he gets in here whining and stuff, I'd like some time to discuss him saying that I fucked a goat. There's also, he brings up an interesting thing. That we all. This is another time when he was a little guy that we know of. Maybe he did it yesterday. I don't know, but he
Yoda
did
mask.
just stand in our bedroom for Bojo and I, wearing a Yoda mask. Dude, just stood there and creeped the fuck out. We creeped the fuck. We died that day a little bit.
Good.
Both of us. We were like, fucking, we're not gonna have any more kids.
Sweet God, good. You already have so many more kids than you should
Yeah,
have.
well, some people collect cars. I collect sex trophies, bitch.
Yeah, but they like to eat every day.
That's why we're in this podcasting game. Big money, baby.
Right. Well, let's get the kid in here.
No, wait, hold on. One more thing. I promised him that we wouldn't talk about specific parts of the song when he's in here because he feels embarrassed. This was a mixtape for his friends and shit. We weren't supposed to hear this.
Right.
But it went all over like a school server. I don't even know, dude. It's like it's somewhere that we can't hear it, but the kids can.
Right.
And so fucking, yeah.
It's the stuff about his mom, I'm sure.
I got to address the saggy tits thing. She is not, that is not,
I
she is
don't want to
beautiful.
be part of this.
They are beautiful.
I'm uncomfortable.
Don't
Angus.
even. How dare you,
Angus?
Bojo wants you to know that there.
No, she does
She
not.
doesn't want me to ever speak of this. But
No.
actually, I'm probably in trouble.
Yes.
Actually,
Stop.
subtract all the things that you just heard. Forget all those things. But the bite my nuts thing that she mentioned.
He mentioned.
Forget all that. Remember not to remember those things that I said before.
That your son mentioned.
Well, her son asked her to bite his nuts. That
Yeah.
I saw some switch in her mind. This kid's not having a sweet Christmas this year.
Shit. Whatever.
No, he's fucked. Seriously, he's
No,
not getting
can
shit.
we get him in here for Christ's sake?
Yeah, sure. All right, here. I'll go get him.
Okay.
And you just hold down the fort.
I can do that.
sidekick.
All right. I think we can kind of figure out that Angus has no idea how old this kid is, but he wrote that album like not that long ago, like a year ago, I think, maybe under a year ago. And he said he was 12,
right.
so he's about 13, I bet you.
Come on in here, man.
Hey.
We got a microphone for you and everything. We're
good
all
to see you too,
professional
buddy.
and shit.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Hi.
I see how it is. Uncle Dave gets a hug.
Of course he
Careful,
does.
careful with the microphones, dude.
Of course he does.
Man, you guys are like collaborators in this
I
whole
might
thing.
have given him some instruments and some tips and some software and some album artwork website.
Yeah, you're a
Laptop.
huge part of the problem, Dave. Huge part, buddy.
Oh, he's doing good.
No, Dave.
All right.
Dave.
When we talked about this before the show, I promised I wouldn't interject very much in the parenting part of this.
Right.
But you promised not to interrupt a lot during the music portions, and you did.
I held my tongue pretty good there when he told me that, when he said that I fucked a goat. No laughing for you, buddy. This is not meant for fun for you.
All right. Well, let me start this out. MCAB3, how are you doing?
I'm pretty savage. On God, no cap. It's gas AF to be on this Boomercast with you guys.
Who was teaching you how to speak, my friend?
I'm just chilling. Why don't you chill? You're the one that wants me on here.
Okay.
I'm supposed to learn some shit.
Remember the cursing, okay? We've allowed for the cursing in your art, man. Okay, if you're going to do music and shit, you can say shit and all that stuff, all right? You can even call me a motherfucker. We've agreed to that, but not on my podcast, man. You know, we don't curse around the house, right? That's not cursing. You don't curse. I curse.
You curse a lot.
I do curse a lot because I got a ton of kids. I got a bunch of children that always are yelling and talking and bullshitting and lying and being smelly.
Being kids.
Yeah, just being kids.
Dave, I'm telling you, man,
I'm
you
being-
are starting this program,
being
this
quiet.
whole series, this whole show off,
I didn't say shit.
you know, on my bad
No,
side.
well,
buddy.
I think there's several more songs that you could hear, but there's three more that I think people should hear at least snippets
All right, I
of.
agree. I think one of them tells a story that is worth hearing for sure. I think we should hear that. I don't know what the fuck it's called.
It's called "I've Got Stress." I think that's one you're talking
Yeah,
about.
it explains some things that, I mean, it's really pretty honest, and I appreciate this one, minus the things about me.
Right. The other one is called "You're Old."
And that one hurts,
Right.
man.
That one's directed right at you, right at your heart.
Right, yeah, right where my feelers are.
Right. And the one that I think is by far, I think it's the tightest.
Is that one of them words I use?
No,
Tight?
I mean his flow. I mean his syncopation is really tight in the song called "Porn Saints."
Which is strange that we're gonna play this song because I feel weird. Okay, you wrote this when you're 13, right?
Yes.
Okay, you wrote this when you were 12.
Yes.
You're killing it with this fucking long form interview thing. You're just killing it.
What are you gacked on, skag? Don't be a boomer.
I'm-
way less savage than you normally are. And
Right.
That's never gas.
Weird. I don't know what you said. No one knows what you said except for like 5 kids, okay? And you're an awkward 13-year-old. You probably don't know what you're saying either. But this song, we'll talk about this when we get to it. We're almost done with the show. We're just going to show a few little snippets of these other 2-3 songs.
Right.
These 3 songs.
Yep. This first one's called "I've Got Stress."
Yeah, we're just going to play a verse and a chorus, and that's all, okay? Is that fair?
That's fair.
That's fair.
What are you, Dave, his agent now, for Christ's sake, buddy?
I'm just looking out for his interest.
You want to get his legal representation on the phone, bud?
Here's this song.
Emotions, motherfucker. Yeah. Emotions. Yeah. It's just a feeling that I have now that I know Santa was my mom and my dad. Motherfucker. That lied to my face for 12 fucking years. Can you blame me that I'm mad? Motherfucker. Will I make the team? Did I make the grade? Sit up straight. Don't be late. Don't you ever talk back. Motherfucker. Is my room clean? No. Did I do my chores? Holy fuck. There's a hair on my balls. My voice is changing. Muscles aching. Hormones waking. Chaos deep inside. Sickness faking. Constant wanking. Windows breaking. Let's go certified. I got stress. Always have to be the best. Pressure building up like I have to piss. I got stress. Always have to rush to this. Hurry, hurry, get it, ace the test. I got stress. Will I have to wash a dish? Will I get my Xbox back again? I've got stress. Zombie world apocalypse. Will I have to pick a puppy excrement? I've got stress. dogs out. I've got stress, motherfucker. But I pick up that shit.
All right, pause it right there. Now, just recall, everyone,
Here we
that you
go.
just heard chores. Those are chores.
Some
Okay,
of it.
we don't have a lot of dogs. When I grew up, my father, he raised fucking an army of stinky, stupid dogs, man. The dumbest fucking dogs
They
in the
are.
goddamn town I lived in, brothers and sisters.
They are stupid.
Grandpa.
Dumb dogs. Okay, lots of them. I picked up a lot of shit. That's all I remember of my childhood. Really. All right, yeah. Let's just keep playing it.
I want to know who picks up all the shit now that you don't live with him.
No shit, man. Oh my God, he's got a ton of dogs. I bet there's a stink pit somewhere.
There's never. I mean, he single-handedly just lowers the resale value.
all
of
the property values.
I mean, no one could buy it near him. I think there's a dump that's looking to buy the place next to him.
There's a landfill. They're looking to buy
Dad,
the land.
Dad, you know exactly who cleans up the dog shit for Grandpa.
Oh yeah, it's you and RC, isn't it?
It's me sometimes, but it's RC all the time.
Oh, that sucks. He's got like twice as many dogs as when I was a kid.
That's what the song.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's why I put that point in the chorus. I think.
yes.
All right. Well, we'll have to unpack all this shit, I guess.
Let's play some more. Here's some more.
Yeah.
All right.
It's just a feeling that I have now that I know some bullies wanna beat my ass. It's kinda similar to the day that I learned my parents are some poor white trash. Yo, son, don't give a fuck one if my homework's done or if I even pass. Textbooks are heavy. Will I grow tall, get a ride to the mall? This pressure from my peers sucks ass. My voice is changing, muscles aching, hormones waking, chaos deep inside, sickness faking, constant wanking, windows breaking. Let's go certified. I got stress, always have to be the best. Pressure building up like I have to piss. I got stress, always have to rush to this. Hurry, get it, ace the test. I got stress, will I have to wash a dish? Will I get my Xbox back again? I got stress, some new world apocalypse. Will I have to pick a puppy excrement?
All right. There's a real good chance a lot of our listeners are turned off by this immediately, and I guess this is a good way to show them what kind of shit's going to be on the show.
Right, you airing out your personal laundry.
You signed in on this, and he signed in on this, and his counselors are real into it.
They think it's stupid.
All right, 3 out of like 7 of us are fine. My wife said it's okay.
I don't think she's super happy about it.
Well,
actually,
I think that MCAB3 here is getting a kick out of his music being played in Boomer's ears.
I'm chill. This is pretty tight.
Okay, yeah. All right, well, we've talked about the bullying thing, and there has been some issues. There certainly has been. A little too much.
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
We talked about the cursing. I think I heard the F word in there.
You're playing my music. I can chill with my art.
I don't know what that means.
he's saying if we're playing his music and treating him like an artist there, because it's good music. I think I like it.
You're killing me, Dave.
No, but what he's saying is just, you got to treat him like an artist here. He's representing his art.
And you're treating it like you get 30% or some shit, man. Don't give this man no 30%.
No, I'm just one. I love seeing musicians play. It seems like he got the bug.
Well, his music bug is on hold while we figure out what the fuck to do about this. Because some of these lyrics are a little bit, they shine a light on the household that, I like to shine myself on. You can't do it for me. I'm going to bring shame to the family, not you. You get it?
Yeah,
All right,
I
let's
definitely noticed that.
All right. Well, good. All right, I want to address, I don't think we addressed all the things in that last one, the stress one. I just want the listener to know we took this very seriously. We've already had the conversation. We're not going to do it in front of you. We're not doing all the dirty and the heavy in front of you.
Right.
Okay? We're just kind of showing you the things that this kid's done.
Right.
And, the good and the bad. And the things that we've done, regarding with our goddamn lives. Because you don't need to know our personal lives. Just fuck you. All right?
Well,
There's that. There's also that.
Tone it back a little bit.
All right.
There.
Yeah, scratch that last part. I don't fuck you.
Hey, Dad,
Yeah.
are you sure you're good at this?
Now, I'm the best at this. I'm the best I ever was.
Now, remember, we talked about this. This is the diva thing.
Right.
You are definitely part of the problem.
Let's just play the song.
This is an old one. Well, I'm old. Yeah, all right. You wait, kid. You wait.
I'm MC83 and I got monster beats. I make this music in my room while my parents are grounding me. My daddy's just a punk with this classic rock. I don't give a fuck, Dad, about Metallica. And the bands that you like are all washed up. And the movies that you reference are ratchet as fuck because you're old. Da 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 da. Goddamn, you're old. La da 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 da. You're really old. Watch your back for the Reaper, man. Watch your losing all your hair, cause soon you'll rest in peace. Said your back is sore and your knees are fucked. It takes 2 hours, Dad, for you to take a dump. You pull up all these stories about your day, but they're boring and long and don't relate to me. I've got a newsflash, Dad, you're past your prime, and now it's all just killing time to get down.
All right, we get it. And then the cat lady starts singing in my house.
I think she sings pretty damn
That
good.
lady just throws things at me when I go by her
She
house,
sure
man.
does.
When I come over there for any reason, she just throws stuff.
She sees you as like the source of all the kids that terrorize her and her cats.
That's probably fair. That's probably
all the
fair. And I
neighbors
do
think
have
that.
I have a few dogs, and they definitely don't like her, and they don't like her cats.
Yeah, it's a miracle we could convince her. I mean, he could convince her to come over.
I see what you've done, Dave.
I think she's nice. And I think sounds pretty good.
Yeah, she is nice, and it does sound pretty good.
Well, your mom and I are proud of you for making cool music, man. It does sound cool, all right? We're a little tripped out by some of the lyrics and by the cat lady just in her house. God damn it, man. It's just weird, okay? I wish you could understand that, buddy. But, you know, we got some stuff to work out, for sure, all right? I mean, you got too many brothers and sisters. That's obvious. My bad.
Yes.
Sorry. I like to do the things. I don't know how what do you kids call it? Trying to pipe. I think that's what you say all the time. I'm trying to pipe. Trying to pipe. What are you doing today, buddy? Trying to pipe. I think you're trying to have sex is what you're trying to say to me. And so I also felt that way at your age and much later. It never goes away. And I know that I've said that to you many times, but it never goes away.
Yes.
Your grandfather is a goddamn piece of shit. And it's terrible.
Grandpa's
and the
awesome.
whole the senior community knows about him, man. They do. And they steer clear.
They do.
But all right. And speaking of all of the nasty sexuals, all right, we're going to play this song. It's called Porn Saints. And it's written from a 12-year-old's perspective of finding that internet porn is free for the first time, and that the ladies of the internet became a godsend to him and transformed his life. And I like how you told on your grandfather there. He gave you a magazine, and that's what started this whole mess. And you learned about websites, and you stole the laptop, didn't you?
I did.
If that computer could talk, kid.
This is one of the more awkward, family moments I've been a part of. This was a great idea for the first episode.
Yeah, how do we top this madness?
All right, well, let's hear this song. It's called Porn Saints, and he wrote it when he was 12. And I think we can all all the guys anyway, and probably a lot of the gals too.
I think all puberty people that have had puberty have felt this kind of vibe.
Porn Saints. Porn Saints. Said, damn, I've been tripping at the sight of tits. I can't stand up around lady bits. My brain ain't working, but my crotch is on. Said, watch out, world, I got my boner on. I said, my grandpa treats my world with a magazine. He said, you're welcome, and I'm sorry, soon you'll know what I mean. It's just a whole new life, now the chicks ain't gross. I'm gonna be the one who beats his meat the most. Now that's I know that there's free porn. I cannot leave myself alone. I ground myself just to stay in my room. Weapons activated. Long live porn saints who wow I wank. Cheating what my dick is for. Give me lots of hope in this hopeless world. Said, holy fucking hell, did you see that ass? I said, I'm always hard up around my teacher in class. I wonder if she'd ever wanna be my girl. Got the energy, bitch, wanna give it a whirl. I can go all night on the internet. Miss thing, won't you give it a pat? Touch it, you know that I'm quick to learn. Girl, gold star's gonna turn to pearls. Come on.
The teacher was so pissed off, and rightfully so.
There's free porn. I cannot leave myself alone. I ground myself just to stay in my room. Weapons activated. Long live porn saints who wow I wank. Cheating what my dick is for. Give me lots of hope in this hopeless world. The Pope says I'm sinning when I flog my hog, and my mom says it makes me blind with hairy palms. Some say I'm addicted to the girls of porn, but I don't see any difference unless you count my sperm. Then it's genocide, bitch, on a galactic scale, and the whole damn house is my killing field. The shower, the love seat, my bedroom, the kitchen. It's like my dick's a grail, and my hands embrace a mission. Say it. Now that's I know that there's free porn. I cannot leave myself alone. I ground myself just to stay in my room. Weapons activated. Long live
that part.
porn saints.
It's funny.
Wow, I wank. Cheating what my dick is for. Give me lots of hope in this hopeless world. Porn saints.
All right, your mother and I definitely have a problem with the cat lady making these fucking noises, man.
Porn saints.
You can't have the cat lady in the house
It's part of the song.
moaning,
It's part of the song.
moaning and shit. can't be saying your name in moaning voice, okay?
It's honest and it can't be unheard. So there you go.
Did you pay her? What did you pay the cat lady?
Wow, she's just nice.
You made her to say terrible things, boy.
I think however crude and crass that song may have been and however offensive it might have been, that's not his intent. There's some truth in there. There's nuggets of truth. We were all enamored when we were 12. If you can think back to when you were in puberty, I think that's the point of the song. I mean, that's his experience, and that's where he was, and that's what was going on. And I think that's a nice little capture of, whoop-de-doo, there goes the fucking all the chemicals.
Yeah, it stays fucking... some of the chemicals go away for sure. Like, your little starting fire shit, that's ending now, right? That's done. Mm-hmm. But the other stuff,
There's other things to talk about another time. We don't need to do that. I think we've had enough. That was a lot of fun.
It was it, Dave? Should I have my people talk to your people so I can get my son to go back to bed now?
Can I go to bed?
Yes, I love you.
I love
Goodbye.
you too. Bye.
Put the headphones down gently.
I know.
Good job, man.
Right. Give Uncle Dave a hug, yeah, because he's your damn business manager now, I guess.
Stop it.
My 13-year-old.
Yeah. He's a good kid.
All right. Well, don't tell your mom I did this. I don't know. I think we already talked about that.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever I said previously is right. I'm tired of my family's bullshit. I'm tired of his music, I mean,
Right.
I like it. I'm proud of him.
Sure.
It's not my favorite kind of music. I do like Metallica. I do like things that fucking have some, elements that aren't exclusively made on a laptop,
I think it's pretty cool.
Right. Well, Yeah,
All right. Well, I've been Dave,
And I've been Angus.
and this has been the very first Dave and Angus show.
Thanks for peering into my life. And his life, too, I guess, but not nearly as much as my life. And I'm sure you'll judge me kindly, because that's how people on the internet seem to act constantly, because they're sweet.
Right. Well, we want to thank our engineer, Steve. We want to thank
Steve.
our assistant.
Oh, God.
He's now an assistant,
No,
Tim.
how is Tim even employed? He was an intern, and he sucked.
For 5
He
years.
was shit.
Well-
He couldn't do shit,
Well-
okay? He was the worst intern in the history of internship,
Well,
okay? Worst.
I mean,
If-
yeah.
He should have paid us. He should have paid us money.
No.
And we should have just called the school and been like, kick this kid the fuck out. Whatever you taught him, unteach it. And never teach other people that.
Tim can hear you.
Tim
He's
knows.
in the
Tim knows.
listening room.
Tim, you're a piece of shit.
Well, maybe he's not in the listening room. He might be in the hallway, though.
You're a piece of shit, Tim. I hope you get kicked in the
sit-
balls somewhere.
sit down,
Someone
would you?
kicks him in his stupid
Will you
face.
sit down so we can end the show?
Yes.
People don't know why you don't like Tim so much,
Oh,
and there's
God.
no way we're going to be able to explain it all.
I'll explain it. I'll explain it right now.
No,
We
well,
hosted
all
a
right.
show. There was two of these shows. There was one in Seattle, and there was one on the other side of Washington State in Spokane.
Super fun.
And they were based on music, right?
Weekend
and
show.
we had this intern who's all into music.
Yep.
His name's Tim.
Tim.
And he's the worst human being that's ever lived.
Yeah.
And I have no idea why he's employed here. I think he's involved with the parent company some way.
Somebody's kid, yeah.
And they let me talk shit.
Yep.
There's an agreement here, but God, he's stupid and terrible and evil and wicked, and you'll find out. You'll see. I'm not gonna say. I'm just gonna yell at him because he's stupid. I don't know where he is. If you're in the hallway, you're stupid for being there.
Well.
If you're in the listening room, you shouldn't listen there because you can't listen anyway. I hate you so much.
That's
Tim.
why he's wearing the T-shirt.
Yeah, we sell these. Tim sucks. That's how you can support us. Tim sucks.
Yeah, they have no idea. They think we're bullies now. They think we spent 40 minutes dealing with your kid and our stupid brains, so they probably hate us. But now they're just like, and they're bullies too.
No.
I
Tim's
hope
different,
not.
you
I hope
guys. He's different. Like
Yeah.
you got to keep him in line in certain ways, or he's wearing your skin as a hat, or he's got your skin as a lamp.
I can see that.
Right?
I
Your
can see that.
eyeballs are some weird thing that he holds all the time. His cradles.
Whatever. I was doing the credits. I was just thanking Tim for being our stupid, terrible assistant that can't do anything correctly and scares the shit out of everyone.
People are gonna feel bad. They're like, oh, they're bullying this guy. They're bullying him.
No,
We're not.
He's a bully. That's the weirdest thing. He's the biggest bully here.
Right, but I can yell at him because I'm his boss.
Right. All right, let's end the credits. Thanks to our producer, Zach Flannery, the script keeper.
Whatever. You got me worked up about Tim. Fucking.
Yeah.
I didn't miss Tim for 2 years. That's for sure. Who hired him, man? He proved himself to be inept for 4 years,
Well,
5 years.
We give a lot of second chances here at the Nightlife Network.
Stupid.
Also, I don't think you can have interns for that long.
There's got to be something legal there that's not good.
Right.
Got to
But,
pay this stupid.
We'll have to break the fourth wall if we go any further with this. So,
If you enjoyed what we do here, check us out every Monday, right here or right up wherever. I don't know on SkatCast, whatever the fuck's going on.
Right.
Check us out Mondays for Dave and Angus Watch.
And every
You'll
Thursday.
see stuff, pictures and shit. There'll be pictures.
Yeah, we watch nature shows and some other cool
Yeah,
stuff.
we got new stuff and things from the vault. We've been doing this for a minute.
Right, and check out this show every Thursday.
And thanks to all the other staff that we didn't mention.
There is no other staff.
Well, that's right. All right.
just us.
All right, here we go. And then we
It's
go,
over. It's over.
bye.
Yeah, I've been Dave. He's been Angus. We'll see you next time.
And it's going to be half as long as this, because Jesus Christ.
Right, bye.
It's Dave and Angus. Yeah. It's Dave and Angus.
I'm Angus.
It's Dave and Angus. Listen to Dave and Angus show right now. Let's go.
Well, we've got some things to say about some shit. We'll sing some songs, do interviews, and pee against the wind.
It's Dave
I'm Dave.
and Angus.
I'm Angus.
It's Dave
I'm
and
Dave. I'm
Angus.
Angus.
It's Dave and Angus. Listen there, Dave and Angus show right now. Let's go.
Hey, it's the Script Keeper here. Thank you for listening. If you made it this far, wow.
They probably fell asleep.
Yeah, thanks, dude.
You got it.
I just want to say, check out SkatCast.com. It's your portal to everything SkatCast and Dave and Angus and all that shit.
It's a real waste of your time.
There's merch,
Waste your money.
there's videos,
Wasting electricity.
what? And there's more podcasts like this.
So terrible. There's terrible podcasts at SkatCast.com.
You're great at this. I love this. Thank you so much for being part of this.
Just trying to help you pay your bills, buddy.
Right. All right. Well, SkatCast podcast every Tuesday. Dave and Angus will be back next Thursday. We hope you enjoy going into your weekend. We'll talk at you in the future. It'll seem like the present.